we can recover about the sales market and how to get the certificate and like what is the metal contents of the various boards and how to have this kind of industry. This is the questions that I would share you. And if you are interested in this kind of business, you can just contact with us. We are the Doing Group manufacturer in China. Now we have our own factory that is more than 40,000 square meters. So you can come here and know more details. And just you can go to the factory to see, not only to see the production and the manufacturing process, the processing flow, and about how to operate, how to sort the sorting efficiency, and also you can examine the strengths of the manufacturer, because there are many kind of business or kind of company in the market. But to choose a good manufacturer means you have a long service life and more efficiency of your machine. So just we are in China, we are the Doing Group, and now we have more than 14 years of the history to have this kind of production. And in each province in China, we have our clients, and more than 120 countries, they are our clients all over the world. So you are also welcome to come to our client's factory to see more details about this kind of production. Well, as we all know, choose a reliable manufacturer. Generally, they maybe a good manufacturer means they have their own technical team and the technical development team, the production team, and they have the service of the installation and after-sale service. Well, later I will show you that our service, the pre-sale, on-sale, and after-sale service to ensure your equipment that can work more better to have this kind of business. So just these are some kind of information of our company. And now we are founded in 2011. Well, our name is the Doing Group. So we have now developed 6 subsidiaries and almost 40,000 square meters the manufacturing area. And our company is in Zhengzhou City, Henan Province in China. And our factory is nearby our company. It's in Jiaozuo City, Henan Province. It's also in central China. So we have 4 lines of environmental equipment, including the e-waste recycling and the waste, solid waste, hazardous waste, pyrolysis machine, and the cooking oil processing machine, and the cassava processing machine. This kind of products that we have 7 subsidiaries. One of the subsidiaries is in Africa, in Nigeria, and we are just planning to build our own factory in Nigeria, so it's more convenient to product and to transport. So today in this live show, we will give you some information about how to recycle this kind of PCB board and what kind of products that we can get. And during this live show, just any questions, you feel free to ask. And if you want to know more information, you can just contact with our sales manager. In the live show, you can send your private message to us to tell us your WhatsApp, your email, or telephone, and our sales manager will contact with you immediately. Okay, and today we're going to share that how is it worth to recycle this kind of PCB board, and just is it profitable? So this is a very particular question to have this kind of business. So just as we all know, this kind of e-waste mainly contained many metals. Some of the metals have a high value, like the copper and other precious metals like the gold, silver. So what kind of e-waste contains these metals, and what kind of metals that we can get? Later I will show you. Depends on the PCB board. And also we have other kind of raw materials that can give this
有买家进入直播
equipment
间
for
了。
you. Like we can deal with the lithium battery and the solar panels. So this all are e-waste, and we can recycle different kinds of metals and other products like the plastic, glass, or the black powder, or other kind of products. So just you are welcome to contact with us. So now let's go back to the PCB board. Well, there are different kinds of the PCB board, like the mobile PCB board, or the computer board, or the home application, the melting board. Well, this is all kinds of the board, and we have different prices, and there are different products in it. Then you may ask that where we can recycle this kind of board. Well, you can just have research before you have this business. You can come to the scrap station or the home application assembly or the recycling center or some circuit board factory. They may have some
有买
waste
家进入直播间了。
or some like the waste goods trading center to have. You can have a look if there are plenty of this board, and you can have a program. You can have a plan that what is the capacity that I can have. Is it we can deal with 15 ton per day or 50 ton per day or other kind of capacity. Well, because we have different kind of capacity, that we will give you the different plan, different configurations, just like the picture said. The processing capacity, the smallest one is 100 kilogram per hour. And also we have 200, 300, 400, and 700, 800 kilogram just per hour. And the biggest one is 1 ton or 2 ton. Or if you want a smaller one or a bigger one, you can also contact with our sales manager. These are all depends on your requirements. Our engineer and sales manager can give you these configurations for you. And this is the first things that we need to know is the capacity. Well, different capacity, we will choose different device, like the separation device and the crushing device. And this is the a real picture of our equipment. Later I will show you how to work and what is each device for and what kind of products that we can get. Okay, and welcome our new friends and old friends. Welcome to our live show. Just during this picture or during this live show, if you have any questions, you can just comment. Now we are talking about how to recycle the PCB board. And if you want to get the products, and we have two main products that is from the PCB board. And this is show us like first one is the metals, and the most of them is the copper, and there are some value metals like the gold, silver, or other kind of metals. And then is the resin fiber. Well, the resin fiber, the prices and the applications will depend on different mesh, like this. Let's come to the applications. Well, if you get the metals, that we can just solder directly, and then we can just extract the golds and they are precious metals to extraction. These are the ways that we can have the metals. That in China, we just for the reference, 1 ton of the metals is 60 or 70,000 RMB. This is the prices for you to have a reference. And the resin fiber, different mesh will use for different ways. Like this is if you get more than 18 mesh of the resin fiber, then we can use at the breeding bricks. And the like the more than 120 mesh used at the grounding plant or the wood plastic products. This is the ways. And if you get more than 300 mesh of the resin fiber, then we can use that. It's a high resistant of the heating, so like the heating materials, the recent heating materials. This is a waste we can use. And the prices are more thin of the mesh, then the price is much more higher. If you want to get the prices or the profit analysis, the cost and the income every day, we have a list for you. Our sales manager can send you privately to give you this kind of information. And this is the layout of the products. You can see it's very clear about the name and the way. Let's introduce for you one by one. Well, it's just we can come back from here. If you want, there are two application fields, the two purpose that we have these products. If you want to recycle or reuse the products, then we need to, you can see here are some components on the board. It's better for us to remove the components first. Then we can just solder the components directly, and the bare board we can recycle this kind of two materials. And this is the bare board. But if your purpose is to destroy the data, then it's not necessary to remove the components. We can all just crash it and to separate it directly. This is two ways. So let's have introduced, because most of our clients have this business, want to get the profit, want to get the high quality of the products. So the first one, we need to have a PCB board dismantling machine. Just not shown in this picture. Let's have a look. Yeah, here it is. Dismantling machine. Well, this is to remove the electronic components from the scrap PCB board. Well, just after heating by the electricity or by the gas, well, the thin soldering on the PCB board will melt, and at the same time, along with the rolling of the device, the roller, the PCB board will collide with each other, and then the components will be fall off. This is a way, the principle that we use this dismantling machine. If you use this, we have to reach to 180 to 200 degree. It's very important to get the temperature at a good temperature, because if your temperature is lower than 80 degrees, that may be not possible to get this sand to soldering and to scrap the components. But if you get more than 200 degree, the light board of the circuit board may be scored, and the sales price may be affected. This is the ways. So because we have the heating system, so it's necessary to get a purification system. We may have some gas to release, and also we have different program for you to purify the bad smoke, the gas that we need to release, and it can reach to the different region standard. We don't need to worry about the pollutions of this. And then the first one is we can come back from here. Then after melting the PCB board and the bare board, will come to the belt conveyor to the first shredder. And this shredder is a double head shredder. We will need to shred it for the 3 to 5 centimeter of the raw materials. This is an optional device. Usually 1 ton per hour or a bigger machine will have this process, and this in order to increase the capacity. And so this is very durable of this machine and can be used for 3 to 4 years. So you can just have a comparison of different manufacturer to see this, because the service life is very important. It will have impact of your the cost of during this production. And this is a double shaft shredder, and then the particles that is 3 to 5 centimeter will come to the hammerhead shredder. We have two kinds of shredder. The first is the hammerhead shredder, and the second is the hammer crusher. Well, this shredder, we will just control the sizes to 8 to 10 millimeter. This is the first one. And also in it is a screen nit to control the sizes. This is a spare part. We need to change it very frequently. And then this is a magnetic separator between the two kinds of crusher. Well, because there are some iron, some other metals inside of it, so we need to remove it automatically. This is what we chose, this magnetic separator. It's also an optional device. Okay, an optional device, and just because the iron is much more cheaper than the metals, so if you have these metals, may influence the prices. And also the iron is a large particles. It may have a damage of the blade in this hammer crusher. So this is a two reason that we will set the magnetic separator. And then this is the hammer crusher. The second hammer crusher, well, this is just we will control the sizes to 2 to 3 millimeter. And this is the second one. Well, this is the hammer plate type. The material of the hammer plate is high strength magnetic steel. It also has a screen inside in the bottom to control the sizes. Okay, and then we have the products. It will come to the next device, the ID vibrating screen. Here it is, the ID vibrating screen. It is the way it is to work to control the material sizes. Well, there is a screen in the middle, and the screen is usually 20 mesh. Well, above the screen, the bigger particles will go back to the crusher to break again. And below the screen, the smaller particles will go to the next separate. And then just the particles, the mesh that reach to the standard will come to the air separator and the electrostatic separator. We have two ways to separate the two kinds of products. Well, this will depend on your cost and your capacity. If you have a smaller capacity like 100 kilogram or 200 kilogram per hour, then we only need the electrostatic separator. But if you want a bigger one, then we can choose two line of the air separation and two line of the electrostatic separator. Okay, and then we have these two ways to separate. They have two different principles. Let's have a look. This is the first one is the air separator. The way is to we will have a screen and a wind blower. When the raw material come upon the screen will vibrate, and then at the same time the wind will blow from the below. So the weight of the material and the resin fiber is different. So the heavier metals will come to at the bottom, and the slighted resin fiber will come to the top of the raw material. Then we can just separate it. And this is what, but this just the air separator is not necessary to have the smaller capacity, by the way. just if your capacity is more than 500 kilogram per hour or a bigger machines, it needs to this. And then is the air separator. After this, the resin fiber some of them will contain some metals. So we need an electrostatic separator to pick the metals out. And this is because the electrostatic electrolyte is different. So we have this metals. And from this device here, we can reach to a separation rate to 99%. And just compare with the air separator, the air separator is 97 to 98%. This is the two device. And as we all know, we need to have some dust collecting process because the weight things will surely have some dust. And we have two kinds of the dust, the post dust collector and the cyclone dust collector. And the cyclone dust collector is to collect the bigger dust. The post dust collector will mainly capture the smaller dust. And this is a high absorption ability filtering bag inside the post dust collector. Well, the filtering bag can be used for 2 to 3 years. You don't need to change it frequently. And also there is an air compressor when we can move the dust in the bag automatically to clean it. You don't need to clean it very frequently. And with the cyclone dust collector and the post dust collector, the collecting rate can reach to 99.5%. So you don't need to worry about the dust during the operation. And this is all the device that we show you, and this is how our production work. If you have any questions, you can just comment in the comment place. Our sales manager will give you an introduction, and I can give you some sharings about this kind of products. Okay, and then this is the advantages of our products. The first one, 99% of the separation rate, and environmental protection, because we have different safety device and the purification device, not only to purify the gas and to purify the dust, but if you don't need this dismantling machine, so we don't need the purification of the gas. And also the post dust collector, because the different regions will have different standards, and we will give you different program for you to reach to the standards. And except you have the dismantling machine, all other device, they are just used by the magnetic separator, so there is no dust, no chemical waste or the smoke or the water pollution during our production. So it's very environmental friendly. And the weld applications, the third advantages, because we have different kinds of PCB board, all can use this machine. These are all sizes and all the board we can use. So it's why the applications like the computer board, the mobile board, or the home application board, all can use this kind of, and different size we can all use, because our device is very large to suitable for different device. And then the high working efficiency, our device are all automatically work. You can just use the 1 or 2 control knob to just control it, and also they are used automatically. And you can just have the PLC controlling system, and by using this system, you can have a high efficiency of the automatic working, and you can have a monitoring of your machine. And this is the ways and the advantages. So here is more clear to see the real picture of our device, the same as the layout. The first is the dismantling machine, the electronic components and the bare board. And then is the shredding machine. We can shred the board with the double shaft shredder to shred it to 3 to 5 centimeters. And then the two crushing machine. The two crushing machine will crush it. This is to 8 to 10 millimeter, and this is 2 to 3 millimeter. And between these two kind of crushing, there is magnetic separator to separate the iron. This is a sieving, and also we can call that a vibrating screen. To control the sizes, there is just a screen inside to control the sizes to 20 mesh. Then the products that reach the standards will come to the air separation and the electrostatic separation to separate the metals and the resin fiber. And this is the equipment details. Let's have a look one by one. The first is the double shaft shredder. It's the pre-process. The first shredder will use the 313 alloy. It have a good material, mainly work to crush the metals. So it have a high hardness and high toughness. It have a longer time, more than the normal blades. We can use for 2 to 3 years. Don't need to change it very frequently. And this is the advantages. And you can have a comparison of different manufacturer. They have the different type and different device for you. You can have a comparison. And the material of the blade and the crushed hammerhead is different. You can have a check about this materials. And also, the second one is the hammer crusher. We use a magnetic, the 6.5 magnetic. What are you teaching? We are sharing the information about how to recycle the PCB board by using our machine. If you are interested in this business, you can contact with us. We are the manufacturer of this products. And we have different equipments to recycle the PCB boards, to recycle the lithium battery and the solar panels. This is kind of e-waste. And then this is a hammer crusher. It's good. The blade material of 6.5 magnetic alloy have a good toughness and high wear resistance. Well, this blade and the screen below is a spare part, so we need to change every just 3 to 6 months. And then this is the electrostatic separator and the air separator, two kind of separator. If you use the electrostatic separator, you can reach to the high separation rate to 99%, and have a high degree of the automation. So if you have a smaller capacity, you can just choose one separator. The electroseparator can reach to your standard, and but if you choose a bigger capacity, more than 500 kilogram per hour, then we can have one air separator and one electrostatic separator. The first separation we use is the air separator to separate the resin fiber from the metals, and the separation rate can reach to 97 to 98. Okay, and this is also the option, the control knob, the control panel. We can all use this automatically, and all we can have a PLC system. It's an optional device to control this and to have a monitor of this whole production line automatically. And here is the post dust collector. And the post dust collector can reach to this remove rate 99.5%. And then there is a filtering bag inside. Here is a bag. We don't need to change it very frequently. Each filtering bag can use for 2 to 3 years. Also have a air compressor to clean the bag to remove the dust inside automatically, so you don't need to just clean it very frequently. And then this is the certificates that we have, some patents and some certificates in China and in other continents, because we have our customers in each continent. So we have many certificates, so you can just count on our qualities. Here are some feedback, you can have a look. And now the data is changed. More than 120 countries we have our clients. So you can just, it's very convenient for you to visit our client's factory to see how our production work and the quality of our equipment. And here are the picture of our factory. It's in Henan province in China, more than 40,000 square meters. All the production, all the devices are just built in our own factory. So you are also welcome to come to our factory to know more details of the equipment and the technique. Here are a brief introduction of this. And this the name of our company calls the Doing Rope. Here the Doing Rope, and in this live show is one of the subsidiary. This is the name, Henan Doing Environmental Protection Technology. And we are a subsidiary of the Doing Holding. Is a comprehensive environmental protection machinery manufacturing company. Just we have the whole service, the on-sale service, pre-sale service, and the after-sale service to help you to just build the equipment and to have the installation and after-sale service. So now we are built it in 2011. So we have a mature team of the innovation and the professional manufacturing team and the after-sales team to guarantee your production quality and the user experience. This is the mainly products that we can service for you. Today we show you is the PCB board and other kind of e-waste that we can recycle, like the lithium battery, solar panels, and also like we have the carbonization machine. We can just produce of the biomass. This is all the production we have. And also we have the pyrolysis machine to recycle the flue oil from the waste tire and plastic. Like this, the waste metals, plastic, electronic waste, separation and recycling machine, like the waste carbon wire recycling machine, PCB board recycling machine, a radiator, aluminium plastic, lithium battery, solar panels, and so on. And here are the main products. It's not, we have changed, we have just renewed our machine. Except from this, we have some solar panels, and from the solar panels we can recycle the glass, the aluminium, copper, and plastic, or other kind of products. And the lithium battery, we have the copper and the black powder from the recycling, and just this kind of e-waste is this hazardous waste, so we can't just roll it randomly. And by using this, we can not only just recycle it to help the environmental protection, just the products, and also we have the kind of products we can just sold it directly to get the profit. Here are the project case all over the world. You can have a look. now more than 120 countries we have our clients. So each continent we have our customers. It's very convenient for you to visit there to know more details of our equipment. Here are our service, the pre-sale service, on-sale service, and after-sale service for you. And before you buy our equipment, you can visit the production workshop of the factory, and our sales manager can give you a one-to-one device configuration scheme. And also our engineer will give you a plan of the equipment placement site. This is the after pre-sale service. And the on-sale service, after you buy the equipment and they are just in the workshop to product, you can check the production of the equipment and to communicate with equipment manufacturing progress. And the after-sale service, if you buy this equipment and after you paid it, you can have the equipment for 1 or 2 months. And then we have our corporate transportation team to send your materials to us, whether if you are in China or not. And then our sales manager and our engineer will come to your factory to help you to installate and to debug, to run your to run your equipment. And also about the technical training is also serviced by our engineer. And also we have 1-year warranty for you. If your equipment have any questions, you can just contact with our sales manager and engineer. Or if you want to renew your technique after many years, you can also contact with us. This is a several service for you. And let's have a look at this production machine. This is a machine that in our factory is a prototype. This is by using the belt to come it to the hammer head crusher. And this is a magnetic separator to separate the iron. And this is a sealed device. And then this is a hammer crusher and the vibrating screen. You can see by vibrate. And this is a screen inside to control the sizes. And here it is the electrostatic separator to separate the resin fiber. Here it is the metals, the mixed metals that we can get. Because this line, they already have an air separator. We'll separate most of the metals. So here is to control this, just ensure that most of the metals is separate from the resin fiber. Here is the different device. If you come to our factory, you can see this, a prototype. All this is a work automatically. You can see there's no workers to control the whole machine. This is a control knob, a control panel to control it, to put it to work automatically. And here is 3D video. Let's have a look. Using this, you can have a more clear image of how our work worked. This is the bare board to come to the belt conveyor to the double shaft shredder. Control the sizes to 3 to 5 centimeter, and the particles after crash will come to the hammerhead crusher. The first crashing by using this magnesis iron. And this, we transport this is not a belt conveyor. It's also a belt conveyor, but it's sealed environment to control the dust. And then this is the iron removal device, the magnetic separator. Here the second crashing, the hammer blade crashing. And from this, the particles is to 2 to 3 millimeter. Then it will come to the the anti-vibrating screen. To control the sizes, inside is a screen inside. It's very clear, and the particles that reach the standards will come to the air separator and the electrostatic separator. Here is the air separator. By just blow the wind and to vibrate the device to put it to different outlets. And then this is the electrostatic separator. Separate the resin fiber and the metals. And here is 3D video. If you have any questions about this, about the technique or the details, you can just leave your requirements or your problem to the comment place. And also, if you want to know more information about the quotation and the data of the market analysis, because we have our customers all over the world and different places, we have different policies and markets. So our sales manager can give you some analysis of you. Is it profitable to have this business in your regions, and how many profit you can get? Let's back to the pictures. This is the prototype in our factory. You can see here is the engineer. That's in the back is our name, the doing group. There are different configurations of different capacity. It will depend on how many material that you need to process. Like if you chose the 100 kilogram per hour machine, it will consist of the belt conveyor, 2 crushers, an anti-vibrating screen, the electrostatic separator, and the dust collector. This is the 100 kilogram per hour, and the 2 crusher is the same. But if you chose the 200 to 300 kilogram the device, the basic configurations is the same as the 100 kilogram. The only difference is the first crusher is the hammerhead type, not the hammer plate. And if you choose the 110 kilogram, then we have the shredder, crusher, the air cooling system, and also we have the 2 line of the air separators and the electrostatic separators, and also in the middle of it is the vibrating screen. The two tank, if you choose, it include the shredder, 2 lines of the crusher, water cooling system, ID vibrating screen, 4 lines of the air separator, and electrostatic separator. So here are kind of different. It will depend on your capacity and your requirements. So some of our customers will ask that how much is our equipment? Well, we can't just tell you directly because your the configuration is different, your capacity is different. First, we need to know how many material you need to process, and our sales manager can give you the quotation, give you the price list for you. You can see during the production, there is no water, chemical, or glass pollution during the process. And maybe no worry about the noises. You don't need the noise. We will control it under 65 decibel. So it's totally friendly to the environment. It can reach to the standards of the production. So just if you are interested in this business, or you want to know the profit, the market of this business, you can comment or leave your message to us. And welcome our new friends. Our live show will have an end in several minutes. So just any questions you can just ask now about the business, about the equipment. And if you want to know more information, welcome to contact with us. You can send your message to us privately about your requirements, about your capacity, or you can just tell us your WhatsApp, your email, telephone first. Then our sales manager will contact with you immediately to give you more information. This is the prototype and the 3D video that we've shown. Let's come back to the picture first, and let's have introduce about our company. We are the Doing Group, and the Henan Doing Environmental Protection. Henan is the province name. Doing is our company's name, and we are a subsidiary of the Doing Holdings. We are a comprehensive environmental protection manufacturer of this machine. So just if you chose equipment, want to have this business, it's better for you to choose a manufacturer company. Well, it will help you to have this build, and it's more content about this technique and the installation and after-sale gardens. Well, if you chose a trader or a middle company, they generally go to the manufacturer to get this machine. So the prices will be higher, and the after-sale guidance cannot be guaranteed. And this is the service that our Doing Group can give for you. And if you want to have this business, you can just contact with us. Today we show you some information about how to recycle the endless life circuit board by using this machine, about the detailed technique, what products we can get, what raw materials we can use, and where we can have these raw materials, and some questions that our clients will concern on. Is it have any pollution? Is it safe? We will give you this answer. And then here is the certificates of our company. We have several more than 30 the patents, and these are some like in China certificate, and this is in ISO in European Union. Here are some details of the equipment. If you are familiar with this business or the production, you can have a look. We have used the good metals materials like the H13 or the 65 magnesis. And this is some data, the separation rate, 99%. All the metals and the resin fibers that we can separate them and to recycle it directly. And this is the dust, 99.5. Don't need to worry about the pollution. Here is the structure, it's very clear to understand. The first is the raw material. We will come to the bed conveyor and to have the pre-process, the first shaft shredder. Then the particles that is 3 to 5 centimeter will come to the hammer head crusher and the hammer crusher to crush it each step. Then the final product is 2 to 3 millimeter. Inside of it is a magnetic separator to control the not iron inside or it will destroy the blade and to have influence on the prices of the metals. And then is the air separator and the electrostatic separator to just separate the metals and the resin fiber. Also, we have two kinds of pulse dust collector and the cyclone dust collector to collect the dust. These are the whole process of our equipment. Any questions you want to know, you can just leave. If there are no more questions, then it's time to say goodbye. We have introduced about how to recycle the PCB boards after they're scrapped and what kind of products we can get. And now we are doing group. You are welcome to come to our company to visit. And our factory is in Henan province in China. We have our clients' factory all over the world, more than 120 countries. So you can come to your factories, come to the factories that's nearby your regions and know more details. This is all our service for you. Here is the metals. And the resin fibers is two main products we can get, and the applications you can just solder directly or extract the golds to have the pressure metal suppression, or the resin fiber have a high resistance of the heating energy, so it can use at the material of that place, or you can be using at the building bricks, ground painting, or the wood plastic products. This is the materials that we can get. And whether if you want to destroy the data of the PCB board or to recycle, reuse the products, we can all have our equipment. We will give you different configurations, depends on your application use of your products. Some of our clients that just buy this equipment is to destroy the data. It's because some data very important, don't need to just release, so they have this kind of business. And by using this, they don't have some device like the dismantling device or the separator device. They only need the crashing or the separator, only need the crashing and the shredding is just enough. But if you want to recycle or reuse the PCB boards to recycle the metals, you better have the smelting machine to remove the components on the board, and to separate the metals from the resin fiber. These are different capacity and different purpose to have this. And our equipment can reach to the separation rate 99%, and the capacity from 100 kilogram to 1 ton. Or if you want a bigger one or a smaller one, you can all contact with us. Our sales manager can give you the scheme for you, give you the program for you to reach to your requirements. This is all the service, and this is all the assurance and information in today's live show. I'll make sure there are no more questions, and it's time to say goodbye. I'll wait for 1 minute. So if you want to get this information, you can just leave your WhatsApp, leave your email or your telephone to us privately. So our sales manager will contact with you immediately to give you this information for you. Or if you are know this business now, and are very interested, don't know is it profitable for you to have this business, you can also contact with us. Our manager will give you introduce. Depends on your regions, depends on the policies of the government to have this. Because some of our customers have this business is to the purpose is to get the subsidiaries, not to get the products, or not mean to get the products. They want the subsidiaries. So they have a large market for you. You can, because different regions, there are different policies. Some of the clients, they have no cost of the materials. They are all free. Some of the clients, they have some subsidiaries. So it's different situation. We can give you some introduce privately. And this is all the information for you. It's time to say goodbye. And I wait for 1 second. Sorry, 1 minute. So now we are in China, but we have our subsidiary in Africa, and we are just planning to build our subsidiary in other continents. So it's more convenient for you to visit and to contact with us and to transport about the equipment. So we have our live show next week. We have every week for a different topic. And give you some different assignments. You can also follow our accounts to just don't miss the live show and the video that we will share for you. Okay, and this is all the shares for you. Thank you for your watching today, and goodbye. See you next week.